And rock and roll generally is an extremely powerful form of shamanic performance. When I look over the 20th century, James Joyce, for what he did for language, the permission he gave to make language a living object. Jackson Pollock is a great personal hero of mine. Here was a boy from Cody, Wyoming, who managed to cut his way to the heart of the New York art world. To my mind, he was the abstract expressionist par excellence, and the high waters of American art have never reached higher than that. Bob Dylan, the Rolling Stones. Maybe these aren't the answers you expected because these are such such movers of masses of people. Art doesn't have to operate on that huge scale. I mean, art can be extremely intimate. But shamanic art that moves us to a sense of the transcendental, there's been too little of that in this century. Not since the Surrealists has there been a movement with the stated goal of carrying people into an unimaginable world. And I have a lot of respect for the Surrealists, especially Max Ernst. I think Ernst's career was broad and deep over a long period of time. The art that excites me now is the art of the moving image. I'm a little impatient with gallery art because so much of it has become the handmaiden to the interior decorating business. And that was never the intent, you know. The moving image, to my mind, is the connecting theme in the 20th century between art and dream and psychedelics. So film is the extremely powerful art form that emerges into its own in the 20th century. And film seems to me an anticipation of what is possible with psychedelics. I have great hope now for art produced by the interaction of human beings and computers. And crude as it is and controversial as it is, I think virtual reality will eventually have a contribution to make, but it's long in the future. The technologists have to perfect the medium, and then the artists have to work with it. My own favorite artists, which I don't offer as fulfilling that shamanic intent, but they're simply my favorites, are Vladimir Nabokov as a novelist. This is flawless stuff, emotionally, intellectually complete and hilariously funny. William Gibson's accomplishment in creating cyberpunk and envisioning a future so real that you can taste. This is a tremendous accomplishment. But I feel about art the way I feel about rock and roll, and the way I think most psychedelic people must feel, which is it's such pale stuff compared to what's out there. I mean, I feel like if we could open the sluice gates to the dimensions that we explore psychedelically, we would just be inundated by art. And as it is, we receive it in thimblefuls. How can we open ourselves up to this? Because I really believe that the art unites us. It dissolves the boundaries between us. It empowers us. It makes us a collectivity. You notice that the great overweening control structures, the government, for example, never communicates to us with images that are aesthetically pleasing, it always communicates with images that convey obligation, which is a downer in anybody's book. So somehow we have been the consumers of imagery when we should become the producers of it. And all the people in the 20th century who have made that work are serve to inspire in that direction. I don't know, there are so many of you. Is somebody in the back who's, oh, way up there?